And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in our broadcast from Big Mouth Media. We are broadcasting tonight. We have some special news for you this evening. We have some stories to cover you. And we hope that you will move the channel, don't change your dial, because we have some reports for you tonight. I'm here, I'm Felix, I am with
Carmen.
And we are here to bring you some news tonight. One of the news that we are going to cover tonight, but we'll cover later on, is what came first.
The chicken?
Or the egg. But before that, we have a trend that is exploding now. There's a trend that's exploding. Why don't you tell us more about it? Right,
no problem, Felix. Cohabitation is at an all-time high, increasing steadily from 3% in 1982 to 36% in 2010. According to a recent study by the CDC on the National Health Statistics, reports indicating that cohabitation does directly correlate to the increase in divorce. The percentage of women and men who are currently in a first marriage decreased over the past several decades. So, despite the trend, does it really live up to the hype? Here to tell us a little bit more about it, we have Ideal on the scene for our cohabitation.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here in the house of these lovely couple to witness their end broadcast with their friends and acquaintances. This cohabitation ceremony, yes, a cohabitation ceremony. How do you feel about this? Why did you decide to cohabitate with your partner?
Well, I love him, girl. You have no idea.
Can't you tell she's in love? Look at her.
Oh, and
She loves me.
Okay, what is your reason?
I love her too, and plus I get to save a lot of money.
That makes sense. I mean, well, we're gonna go over to her friends and see what their thoughts are on it. So, what do you think?
I really love them, and I wish they would make a commitment in church.
Church what? That's your friend. You invited her.
Okay. Well, this is your friend.
Anymore,
this is your
apparently.
Well, their business.
Since they're talking about economics, majority of cohabitating couples break up. Plus, divorces are expensive.
Very supporting friends. Okay.
Oh, this is one of my best friends. You like?
It's here.
Janelle, Jeffrey, I love you guys.
We
we
love
love
you
you
too.
too.
I have to say that even though you might be economically stable, I just don't think that makes it morally right or wrong. Well, it doesn't determine whether it's morally right or wrong.
What's going on here? I'm confused. They pay you?
Next. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, you might think that they're practicing for marriage, but actually, I'm sorry to say this, but you're actually practicing for divorce.
What?
Because many cohabitating couples who get married later tend to divorce. Thank you very much. The CDC studies show that through the
Show him your ring. Show him your promise ring.
But also,
Yeah.
I mean, one might say that you test drive a car before you use it, but a car is something that you just, when a new one comes out, you just sell it, throw it away, and get the new one.
That's not. I will never do that to her. Never, right, baby? What? What are you doing?
I'm not
All
like
right.
that.
Last but not
my
least.
blanket, okay? Stop it.
Come here.
So I guess what I would do is just ask why you want to cohabitate instead of actually getting married and having like a lifelong commitment to one another.
We're gonna get to that.
But it seems the question is like there's a back door though, right? Like this way you guys can kind of practice, but if it doesn't work out, there's always an open door, which means like the analogy of the using of the car, like you shouldn't be using the person that you love because she's not an object, she's a person. And so what happens is when a newer model comes along, you get rid of the car and you get a younger, flashier model, and you're actually preparing for that to happen. And we just, because we're your friends, we just want the best for you. We want happily ever after, not happily ever until the next best thing comes along.
All right. Okay. All right. Now, to commence this ceremony, we are going to have the pastor join us. The pastor. Stand right here.
The apostle.
Oh no, stand over there.
Who's he? He's a pastor.
They just
All right.
She just
Here we go. Please pay attention.
Recording.
We have the camera on us. All right.
There you go. Alright.
Okay, we are gathered together on this unholy day
Unholy day.
to celebrate this cohabitation ceremony.
finally, yeah.
We get so married.
Jeffy,
One day.
Jeffy,
One day.
Jeffy, repeat after me. I, Jeffy,
I Jeffrey.
take you, Jenny Lee,
Tanjali Lily.
to be my cohabitant,
To be my cohabitant.
to have chichiri way up and down.
Come to the way. Put that back on. Okay. She's right there. She's standing right there. Look at her.
Jeffy, continue, please. And hold you responsible for half the bills,
And hold you responsible for half the
Saving
bills.
money.
Yeah.
to love and take advantage of you.
To take advantage of you. Yeah.
From this day forward,
What? What did I say?
Jeffy, serious. From this day forward,
Let's take forward.
or far as long as this arrangement works out,
For as long as this arrangement,
I will be
I'll be
more or less faithful to you
more or less faithful to you. That's
More
enough.
or less.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what you
good
told
enough.
me?
as long as my needs are met,
As long as my needs are met,
What about mine?
and
Like,
as
what are
long
you
as
talking
no matter
as long as no matter,
better comes along,
better comes along.
we should break up.
We should break up.
No, I'm sorry. If we, listen, Jeffy, if we should break up,
I'm so excited, I can't even hear.
it does not mean it was not special to me.
It wasn't special to me.
It better
Because
be
I
special.
love you
Because I love you, you know that.
That's what you told
almost as I love myself.
Almost as I love myself.
I commit to live with you
I commit to live with you
for a while,
for a while,
so help me.
so help me.
me. Help you what?
Pay my bills.
Wait.
Me,
So help me.
Help me.
in the name of sex,
In the name of sex,
sin,
sin,
and
and
selfishness.
selfishness.
Amen.
Wait.
Whoa, where you going?
Almost finished. One
Get
more
back
line.
in the
one more
bag.
line.
Wow,
Jackie,
that's pretty good.
may you may kiss your whatever.
What?
You better give me
You know what you're getting into though. You know what you're getting into though.
Thank you, Ideal, for that interesting moment.
We're not called Big Mouth Media for nothing.
So thank you, Big Mouth Media. You want to share
Well, thank you so much, I do. And Felix,
Sleeping on the couch.
but we've talked about and we've seen this cohabitation ceremony, but what are the benefits and the blessings that can come from marriage?
Well, in marriage, as Big Mouth Media is a very big spokesperson or company, not person, because we are many people. But it says that we are all admonished to speak the truth in Ephesians. And if you look in Genesis, we are all called to be united under the house of God, to be fruitful and faithful. And this is what comes from marriage. Fidelity, security, and your dignity is affirmed. These are the fruits of marriage. Stick to marriage. Don't follow the trend. And on our next class, we promise to cover who came first.
The chicken?
Or the egg. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.